Hello. I keep having this phrase go through my mind. Um, it is beauty comes from brokenness. At Canopy, a place where we help those who are going through cancer situations, they had this art class. And I think that's kind of where it came from, the phrase, beauty comes from brokenness. And they would use all types of art to kind of express their thoughts and their feelings of what they were going through. And this has been going through my mind lately about, trials and things that we go through and what comes out on the end. That we're going to have trials, we're going to have times in our lives where we feel absolutely broken, that we can't go forward, that every dream you've built, anything you've built, you've done, it may be all broken and gone. And how do you find beauty in that? How do you go forward? How do you do the things? How do you pick up the pieces and go from there? And because we all have those, right? We all have those either broken dreams or lost dreams, or broken marriages, or broken families, jobs, anything in your life. Maybe I know I felt broken earlier this year, or I guess last year. I can't believe it's already a new year. But that there's what do we do with those broken things? And how do we make beauty out of them? And I don't know where I heard this, but it was God loves broken things. And you think, that doesn't make sense. But when we are broken, we tend to be more humble. And we tend to realize that we need God, or we need Christ in our lives. And so he loves broken things, because then he can heal us. And there's a story from, there's a chapel in Germany that had been bombed during World War II. And they decided to take the bricks, all the bricks, when they bombed the chapel, and try to, and to build this church back. And they left some of the bricks that were burnt or that were ruined. And so you have this chapel and you'll see these black or brown bricks. And they left those to remember what they had gone through. That there was a war and this beautiful chapel was destroyed in the war. And let's not let another world war happen. Let's learn from our mistakes. So sometimes when we feel broken, when God puts us back together, you may still see scars, or you will still see certain things to help you remember that you are now together because of God. You are now put together because of his love and his belief in you, that he knew you could be put back together and that you would be more beautiful than before. And it is hard when you're going through what you're going through. It is hard when you see that church destroyed in pieces and you think, there's no way we can rebuild that. There's no way I can rebuild my life, my marriage, my career. But you can. With Christ, nothing is impossible. One of my favorite quotes from when I speak, and I use it because it's around Easter time. Rob, my husband, passed away right before Easter. And I thought this was so fitting because spring means rebirth, and spring means you see flowers come up and break out of the ground or out of their buds, and the beautiful you see. And so when I speak on Christ's help that got me through this time, I use this quote that I absolutely love. It's from Joseph B. Wirthlin, and I love this quote. He says, "Each of us will have our own Fridays, those days when the universe itself seems shattered, and in the shards of our world lie littered around us in pieces. We will all experience those broken times when it seems we can never be put together again. We will all have our Fridays. But I testify to you in the name of the one who conquered death. Sunday will come. In our darkness of sorrow, Sunday will come. No matter our desperation, no matter our grief, Sunday will come. In this life or in the next, Sunday will come." I love that quote. I live by that quote. I am thankful for that quote, because I know on that Sunday morning, Christ, who they thought they broke, who they thought they finally had killed and crucified, that he rose from the dead. I know that. I know that when we feel broken, that with Christ, who understands all of our pains, our sorrows, everything, that with him, we too can experience a Sunday, a day when we're put back together, when our brokenness becomes beauty. I am thankful for that knowledge. And I am thankful that hopefully I'm an example of that, and that you know that with Christ, nothing is impossible. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope this helps. Have